Billings, hello and welcome to Classroom Contributor. Classroom Contributor is a program where I identify a teacher in the Billings community working on a program or project that could use some help from the community. Today I'm here with Michael Thomas, 7th and 8th grade science teacher at Ben Steele Middle School. Michael, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks
really
for having
me.
me.
Great to be here, absolutely. If you don't mind just giving us a bit of information about the project that you're working on.
Yeah, you bet. What we've been working on here is growing fruits and vegetables in our hydroponic gardens. We've got one behind us here, and these are some of the smaller ones. We're hoping to grow this up a little bit bigger, but the idea is to get kids' hands on the things that they're working on instead of just on a book or on a screen. Getting kids the ability to see things go from seed to food. Right out my window here, we have farms that go from nothing to corn, and they don't notice. You know, It's around us all the time. But seeing it in the classroom, when they take care of it, they tend it. They come in every other day, and they see it going from nothing to something. Gives them ownership of it, and it really helps them understand the concepts that we're working on.
And I think you mentioned when we talked previously, when I visited your classroom, that it creates excitement in the classroom as well, the involvement, the participation.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of the kids that come in here, you know, science is supposed to be something really exciting and fun for them. Well, when they walk in the door, they see these gardens set up, and right away they're interested. You know, they want to participate, they want to touch it, they want to put their hands on it. Whether it's, you know, them getting to pick it and eat it, or they have to go through and pollinate the flowers. You know, whatever it is, it gets them interested, it makes them show up on time and want to participate.
And sometimes they actually take some of it home, right? They get excited. Yeah. Mom's cooking some tacos tonight. Yep. We need some jalapenos.
Oh yeah, they take them home. We have kids bring in Ziplocs for taking home salad. The 8th grade boys, usually 8th graders, they like the really spicy peppers and they kind of dare each other to eat them. It's fun to watch. But they take them home. Yeah, we grow dill, we've got some basil, and they'll take them home and then they'll come back and say, oh, we made salmon last night and we used our dill. And yeah, you can go to the store and buy it for $1 or $2, but the fact that it's theirs, and they brought it to their table, and they saw that from the beginning to the end, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I think anytime students have ownership and actually participate in something, it gives them, you know, some type of purpose. I mean, they feel involved, and that I think is great for education perspective, but also from teaches them responsibility, teaches them ownership. I mean, aside from the science involved, there's so many other lessons that I think this teaches them. Yeah,
absolutely. And they're, like I said, they're interested. And that's the hardest part. Keeping middle schoolers engaged, virtually impossible. We're at the end of the school year right now, and I'm thinking about the last couple of weeks, and this has kind of been their big deal. They come in, they either measure or they pick it or they change the pH balance. They get to do the watering and they own it. Yeah. Even the kids that can be really difficult, sometimes they need a break. And instead of down to pen and paper, I can say, hey, take a minute, go check the water levels, go check the pH, go ahead and throw some fertilizer in there and see if there's anything ready to pick. And they're off on their own and they're doing it.
Right. And then, so right now you have how many systems?
So I have 6 of these AeroGarden XLs, and these are pretty self-inclusive. I mean, everything is right there. They're automated. You can raise and lower it, but they grow 24 pods. And as things get bigger, we have to take some out. But I have 6 of those. We've fundraised for those, dollar by dollar, and I have 3 smaller ones. They're just for herbs and smaller things. And right now, it's enough that it's kind of a novelty. It's not quite enough for them to, take it home every other night or every week. Yeah.
So what is the goal? I mean, what are you trying to establish?
The goal for me, and talking with my teaching partner and other people in the building, I'd like to get to the point where they could take something home every week. Every kid could take something home every week. Whether, it's enough for a mixed salad or they get a little carton of cherry tomatoes, or like you said, jalapenos, we're doing Taco Tuesday. If every kid could get that opportunity, I think we'd be in a good place.
And this system is going to go outside of the classroom, right? So not only the students in your classroom can see and participate in this, but the entire school.
That's right. My room is sort of filled up right now. So this project will be for the taller, they're about 6 to 7 feet tall, they zip closed. They can hold 36 plants, and the way our building is designed, just like the way Medicine Crow is designed, there's little alcoves with windows, and we can fit probably 2 in each alcove, but we need to start with 1, see how it goes. And then the younger kids, the 6th graders that are walking through, see that and get excited about coming to 7th grade or 8th grade science.
Right.
Yeah.
And about your class, right?
Absolutely.
Is there a waiting list for your class?
I don't know. I can't say. I don't know. But I think it's a good place to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this. I mean, in terms of your background, can you just talk a bit about yourself, your education, why you got into teaching?
Yeah, you bet. Both my folks are teachers. Our whole family's pretty much teachers. But I got my elementary ed degree from Bozeman about 15 years ago now. Time kind of flies. I got my master's degree 2 years ago in education and technology. And with that came the idea that if kids can do something with the technology part of it, they're really into it. Well, this kind of mixes both things.
Right.
You don't get your hand in the dirt, but you've got the computerized control systems, and they love it.
Right.
Yeah, and so getting kids interested and making them feel like this is a good place to be,
Right.
and a safe place to be, that's why you keep coming back every year. Yeah.
Fantastic. With that, once again, classroom contributor Neil Beyer. This is Michael Thomas, 7th and 8th grade science teacher at Ben Steele Middle School. If you can help contribute to this cause, to this program, to this project, it'd be greatly appreciated. We're going to put these systems in the school, in the hallway, or this system initially, one to start, so that these students can learn more about science, about agriculture, about growing, but more importantly, become active participants in the process. And from my perspective, my understanding and my background in education, that's one of the best ways to learn and really engage the students in learning. So please help out with that. This is Neil Beyer, ELEPHAS Real Estate Group signing off. We'll see you next time. Cheers.